Coming up on News Live at 6, SU Sustainable. Syracuse University's Sustainability Management Group looks to increase recyclables on campus.
And delayed. SU will delay trolley operations for the rest of the semester. We'll tell you when normal hours will return.
Plus, bumpy roads, how this week's weather is impacting roads in the area, and the new app on your phone that may be the solution. The news begins right now.
Is CitrusTV News live at 6, your campus news leader.
Tonight, SU Sustainability Management Group is looking to increase recyclables on campus. Hi, welcome to News Live at 6. I'm Chilekasi Adele.
And I'm Tyler O'Neill, in for John Parrick.
New at 6 tonight, working towards sustainability. Syracuse University is taking many approaches to becoming an environmentally friendly community. Citrus TV's Max Williams tells us what SU is doing. Max.
In honor of Earth Month, Syracuse University is taking the initiative to become a more environmentally friendly campus. Today, the Sustainability Management Group joined together to remind students how to properly recycle. This is the list that was presented during the event outlining what can be recycled. Now, earlier this week, the Student Association released their sustainability report. Within it, they listed the following recommendations to be made. Syracuse University will reach carbon neutrality by December 31st, 2030. Syracuse University will use 50% renewable energy by 2030 and 100% renewable energy by 2040. Syracuse University will reach Gold Stars report status by our next report in 2027 and Platinum in the 2032 report. Syracuse University will invest in renewable energy technologies for facilities and operations. Now, this report comes after the university earned a score of 61.49 through the Sustainable Tracking Assessment and Rating System late last year. A score that has the Student Association demanding action from the university to have sustainability as their top priority. Reporting in studio, Max Williams.
Thanks, Max. If you're looking for an easy ride around campus, well, you may be out of luck. The SU trolleys will not be operating under their normal schedules for the rest of the semester. The Office of Parking and Transportation Services is struggling to fill positions during a driver shortage. The office has already delayed the start of the blue and orange trolley loops, but plans to return normal hours in the fall.
SU Ambulance will offer a CPR training class this month. Students, faculty, and staff can get CPR certified to recognize and assist in the event of a cardiac emergency. The class will take place on Monday, April 17th from 5 to 8, and the course fee is $50.
With many events coming this month, dome parking will be impacted for students. For Monster Jam this Saturday, all campus parking lots will be limited to dome event parking only. Students will still be able to park at the garages on University Avenue, Comstock Avenue, and Harrison Street. Similar parking limits will also be in effect during the Red Hot Chili Peppers concert. DPS says it's installed 94 new safety resource signs in the neighborhoods surrounding campus. The new signs highlight the Orange Safe mobile safety app and include a QR code that will bring users to important DPS and campus resources. The department also says it's invested in a utility terrain vehicle to aid in patrolling large-scale events on campus. SU is celebrating National Libraries Week from April 23rd to the 29th. Numerous book displays and exhibits will be set up in Byrd Library. A Stress Buster event will be held on April 25th, and throughout the week, students will be able to share notes of appreciation they have regarding the libraries on campus. Well, today marks Holy Thursday, and the SU Catholic Center has services scheduled through Easter Sunday. Tonight at 7, the Catholic Center will host a Mass of the Lord's Supper. Tomorrow marks Good Friday, and SU Catholic will celebrate the 7 last words of Christ, the Lord's Passion, and the Stations of the Cross. It will also host an Easter Vigil at 7:30 on Saturday, and Easter Mass at 10:30 a.m. in the Catholic Center and 1 p.m. on Sunday in Hendricks Chapel. Did you hear that thunder last night? Rain fell from yesterday afternoon through this morning, causing flooding on numerous roads. All lanes of Route 290 were closed in Manlius, and the East Seneca Turnpike was shut down until 8:30 this morning. The Oneida Creek is still under a flood warning in Oneida and Madison counties. Many vehicles were reported stranded in the water last night. Taking a look at our first check of the weather, and yesterday I still have things that are soaked. Yeah. Pieces of clothing that are soaked yesterday because of how bad the weather conditions were. I got done
running around here for the newscast, went home to go change to come back for something, and absolutely drenched. Thank goodness I had a coat.
It was so bad yesterday. The sidewalks are still flooded. Like,
Yeah.
there's parts of Comstock, my walk to class, that are just so deep I have to walk on the road just to
It's
get to
bad.
class. It's crazy.
It's really
but
bad.
hopefully it's just about over. Let's see what Cora has to say outside. Cora, what's going on out there?
Good evening, Chile and Tyler. Now, it's a little bit chilly out here, but if you look behind me at these clouds, they are still a little bit gray, but not as much as they were before. You could still see a little bit of blue right now. I mean, it was just amazing. When I walked into the studio, it was all gray, but now the clouds parted, so why not have a sunny smile to match? So right now, you do not have to worry about any rain, but what you will have to worry about is tomorrow. There will be a fire watch, so definitely watch out. It'll be dry the entire time. Let's look at the temperatures right now, though. It is currently 54 degrees. It's still a little bit cloudy again, as I said, and there's a few intermittent showers earlier today, but again, you will not have to worry about it right now. As we look into tonight's temperatures, it'll drop down to 37 degrees. It'll be partly cloudy and a little bit of chilliness. You'll feel it, and definitely, I would highly recommend wearing a sweatshirt and a coat. You'll definitely be able to feel that chill with the 10-mile-per-hour winds. So watch out for that, guys.
Thank you, Cora. Now, officials have already started fixing some of those bumpy roads around central New York, but a new app wants to get you involved. Citrus TV's Sammy Lindell shows us how.
With cold weather in the rear-view mirror, the effects from winter snow are now in plain sight, including new potholes that have formed all over the city.
I mean, every time I potentially hit a pothole, that could be a tire.
According to AAA, potholes are formed due to the expansion and contraction of groundwater. Groundwater expands when it freezes. Chief Operating Officer for the City of Syracuse, Cora Dunham, says residents can file requests with the office to smooth out these bumps in the road.
Since the beginning of this year, we've seen about a little under 400 service requests submitted for potholes, and of those, 85% of them have been addressed. So,
To file a request to fill a pothole, all you need is one thing, your phone. Download the SYR City Line app. You can find the location on the map of where you are, pin the location, and someone will come in time to fill it.
So I guess I'll have to see it to believe it, but I definitely will be using the app for sure.
Once a file request is submitted, Corey says the turnaround time is fast and progress can be tracked through the app.
the good news also is that at least in the last 30 days, when those number of pothole requests have increased, 75% of those have been done within our target time frame, which is about 5 days.
The city of Syracuse will be able to fill potholes in a timely manner if people report what they see. This initiative can only be done with the help of the residents of Syracuse.
We want to encourage people to use the CityLine app. We want to know where the issues are. There's, 400 miles of road throughout the city. We're not going to be able to spot every single pothole on our own.
Sammy Lindell, Citrus TV News.
Interesting info, though, there. Sammy, thank you. New details tonight. Police investigating a body found in Syracuse's Inner Harbor. Just before noon, officers responded to a 911 call telling dispatchers a body washed up off Solar Street. The harbor in the area where the body was found is now blocked by police tape. Officials used a raft to enter the water, pulling 2 backpacks from it, but not naming any of the contents inside the bags.
An abducted woman from Ithaca has died in Washington, D.C. after a shootout between police and her captor last night. Tatiana David was seen last night with suspect Michael Davis after she went missing in early April. After a Virginia State police trooper pulled over Davis, he fled the scene, eventually crashing and shooting at police. David died in the crash and Davis was seriously injured. An investigation is underway to determine charges.
Onondaga Community College is offering a new program to help prepare students for a potential job at Micron. The New York Department of Education has greenlit the school's electromechanical technology program. It's offering a 2-year associate degree and a 1-year certificate and will teach students how to operate and maintain robotic machines to produce computer chips.
2 state lawmakers are calling for change after over 30 New York schools received swatting threats last Thursday. State Senator Joseph Griffo and Representative Marianne Button-Shawn proposed legislation to ensure perpetrators of threats of mass violence are held accountable for their actions. The bill would make threats against schools, colleges, universities, places of worship, and mass gatherings a Class D felony. Punishment would include a $35,000 fine and at least 3 years in prison.
Well, Easter baskets in New York likely won't include a new state budget. Governor Hochul says negotiations with legislative leaders are still ongoing. An extender was approved this week to give more time to discuss bail, housing, and other major policy items being packed into the state's spending plan. But with Passover underway and Easter on Sunday, the governor says talks are expected to drag into next week. She's at odds with fellow Democrats who lead the legislature on the number of issues, including her proposal to once again overhaul New York's bail laws.
The Buffalo Bills and the city of Orchard Park are one legal hurdle away from starting construction on a brand new stadium. Earlier this week, the team and city finalized a construction coordination agreement, stadium lease, and a community benefit agreement. With the agreements in place, the Erie County Legislature now has 30 days to review the documents and allow the $1.5 billion project. If approved, the stadium is expected to be completed in 2026.
And still to come on News Live at 6 tonight, the National Security Council releasing a new report on the troubled U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan, who the White House is blaming and what went wrong.
And a Syracuse native's dreams become a reality after decades of hard work.
Mercy is.
So you're doing your regular? Okay.
My own peers have told me that every single one of them have told me now they want to be like me now. I want people to laugh about it, but I also want them to see what is a typical day is like at the university. One day I was on the trolley going up to the South Campus one day, and then all of a sudden I was not expecting this, and then all of a sudden, yes, that's our TV star Thomas.
You're watching CitrusTV News live at 6 with John Parrott, Chilekasi Adele, and Cora Mayer-Costa. Now, your campus news leader continues.
Welcome back. Maryland's top prosecutor is accusing Catholic Church officials in Baltimore of covering up decades of sexual abuse. The state finding more than 600 children known to have been abused by the over 150 people named in the report, but the number is likely far higher.
The 463-page report comes after a 4-year investigation. It names several priests and describes what they are alleged to have done. The report saying the sexual abuse was so pervasive that in some cases more than one adult would target a single young victim. The Catholic Church not appearing to deny any of the findings in a lengthy response by Baltimore Archbishop William E. Laurie.
And around the U.S., tornado season is off to a destructive start. A string of tornadoes ripping through the country over the past few weeks. Some experts say a warmer than usual winter across the South is fueling one of the busiest recorded starts to the tornado season.
The National Weather Service has already recorded at least 478 tornado reports this year across 25 states. At this point last year, only 2017 and 2018 had more reports than this year, with over 500 reports each year. Some experts say Tornado Alley could be shifting further east as temperatures keep getting warmer.
Idaho is becoming the first state to pass laws restricting out-of-state travel for abortions. New legislation passed yesterday makes it illegal to help a pregnant minor get an abortion in another state.
This comes after Idaho has already banned abortions at all stages of pregnancy after the overturning of Roe v. Wade. The legislation will take effect in 30 days.
Latest now, late this afternoon, Tennessee's House voted to expel Representative Justin Jones. A Nashville Democrat participated in a demonstration calling for gun control after the shooting at the Covenant School.
The House is also expected to vote on throwing out Representatives Gloria Johnson and Justin Pearson. Both of them participated in that protest. All three are Democrats in a Republican-dominated House.
The White House says its controversial 2021 withdrawal from Afghanistan is largely the fault of the Trump administration. The National Security Council releasing a 12-page report today about the decisions made during that withdrawal, including the bombing at the Kabul airport that killed 13 U.S. service members.
When Trump took office in 2017, more than 10,000 troops were in Afghanistan, and he continued to order drawdowns up to his final year in office. The Biden administration says the Trump White House didn't provide any plans for how to conduct the final withdrawal. The report from the NCS says President Biden's choices for how to execute a withdrawal from Afghanistan were severely constrained by conditions created by his predecessor. Back here at home, a 47-year-old Syracuse resident had a dream that seemed like it was never going to come true. 25 years of hard work led him to what he always wanted to do. I sat down with Brian Isbell, who went from a career he never really cared for to his dream. Right out of high school, Brian Isbell got a job at CSX Railroad in Syracuse, putting derailed trains back on track. The job was hard, and the hours were long.
I had 3 shoulder surgeries, my back and knees hurt.
On top of the physical pain, his heart wasn't in it either.
I didn't know anything about the railroad when I hired on. I knew absolutely nothing. Basically, I was just looking for a job.
His true passion wasn't here on the tracks, but in the kitchen. He graduated from BOCES with a degree in culinary arts at the top of his class, but he put those dreams on hold.
The railroad is a very lucrative job. You can make a boatload of money, especially at 18 years old.
After 25 years of back-breaking labor, Isbell's dreams came true. He opened up his own personal chef and meal prep service.
It's literally so liberating when you're allowed to be your own boss.
Thank you.
Someone else just ordered.
But achieving his dream wasn't enough.
Passing the message, that's key for me. Passing the message on. Because a neighbor that was very big into cooking, and he would show me things.
And oh, did he pass the message?
I reached out to her mom and I said, hey, would you mind if Miss Emma was our guest baker?
15-year-old Emma baked hundreds of cookies to feed others, but Isbell fed her advice.
You want me to help you?
Probably. I'll probably drop it. I'm not too.
And then it's flat on the bottom, so you can just set it wherever you like.
Okay.
The one thing we did do is the lesson we learned was giving back to the community. So you're going to work hard, you're going to make your product, and then we're going to take it and we're going to give that to other kids.
Emma wanted the money earned from her cookies to be donated to Golisano Children's Hospital, a place near and dear to her heart.
So growing up, I was there a lot with asthma and other little medical things I have. So it was nice to know that everybody there was very welcoming.
With Isbell's guidance, maybe, just maybe, Emma won't have to put her dreams on hold.
But I've always wanted to open a bakery. That's been my dream since I was a little kid.
A dream that sounded just like Isbell's when he was a kid. But with hard work and help from others, dreams can come true. For CitrusTV News,
I do it for smiles, to be honest with you.
I'm Tyler O'Neill.
Coming up, my 5-day forecast will have you singing Here Comes the Sun. Stay tuned.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. God, no.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early. You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
From the Citrus TV Weather Center, this is SU's most accurate weather forecast.
Welcome back to Citrus TV News. Here's my 5-day forecast. Look at all that yellow. That's been beautiful. It is sunny in Syracuse this upcoming weekend. I'm very excited. Friday's going to be a similar day to today though, so you definitely will want to stay inside, maybe even catch some baseball game but as we go into the weekend, that's when you want to go outside. Saturday and Sunday will be a nice warm weekend. Try and get outside. I know it says 48 down there on Saturday, so save all your day activities to Sunday. Monday, especially Monday and Tuesday, even though it's going to be partly cloudy on Tuesday, 68 degrees. Hey, that's not half bad for Syracuse, so I'm super excited. Go out on the quad, read a book, toss a frisbee, do what you can. You want to get out and take advantage of the weather while you can. As we look at our rain radar though, we can see there's a belt of rain traveling up. This will again pass throughout Friday, so there will be intermittent rainstorms then. It's traveling northeast bound, so definitely be on the lookout for that, and you just want to maybe stay inside Friday. Take a little nice chill day. And coming up now is Joe Puccio for sports. Joe?
Cora. Everyone at Syracuse had Princeton as a backup plan. Maybe not understood. But regardless, the Orange and Tigers meet on the lacrosse field this Saturday. We've got everything you need to know after this break.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
And now, your Citrus TV Sports Report.
Syracuse men's lacrosse is like a high school senior. It's ready to get out of the house and experience what the country has to offer. Welcome into sports. I'm Joe Puccio. SU starts a 4-game expedition Saturday with 4 straight ranked matchups on the road. First up, number 15 Princeton. The 6-5 Orange need to stay above 500 to qualify for the big dance. Syracuse head coach Gary Gates says that his team is ready for the challenge.
I think so. We play a lot of home games, and I think we're 9 this year, 6 away. And it is nice to get on the road, get rid of all the distractions. It's just the players on the bus, and off we go, and we go down and play. So it'll be a nice little break, a chance to really come together, and hopefully we play well and start something special near the end of the season.
SU's focus will be put to the test this month. Battles with number 15, number 9, number 3, and, of course, number 1 in the land are on the docket for the Cuse. But the Orange can't look too far ahead. On Saturday, SU battles Princeton down in New Jersey. The Tigers are 4-4 overall and 2-1 in the Ivy League. Princeton is led by Coulter Mackesy on offense, inside the top 5 in the country in goals per game. Face-off between the Orange and Tigers is at noon. And hey, speaking of Orange and Tigers, top-ranked Syracuse women's lacrosse hosts Clemson on Saturday. It's everyone's favorite time of year, Monster Jam weekend. So as a result, SU fights to improve to 14-0 outdoors at Cicero North Syracuse High School at noon. This is Clemson's inaugural season. The Tigers are 10-4 overall, but 2-4 in ACC play. Watch out for Orange attack Megan Tyrell to have a repeat performance after last week's double hat trick at UVA. Opening draw is at noon. Yesterday, Syracuse women's basketball added guard Dominique Camp off the transfer portal. The 5'4" Ohio native scored nearly 11 points a game with Akron last year. 2 seasons ago, Camp started 24 games for Buffalo under now SU head coach Felicia Leggett-Jack. In a statement, Coach Leggett-Jack said that Camp fits the team's fundamentals of character, academics, and basketball. And folks, finally, the most famous golf tournament teed off this morning. The leaderboard is cluttered at the top of the 2023 Masters. Norway's Victor Hovland and Spain's Jon Rahm are at 7 under. Rahm started his round with a double bogey and ended up pulling himself together. Reigning champion Scottie Scheffler is on pace to shoot under par. And Tiger Woods today shot a 74, his worst opening round at Augusta since 2005. That same year, Tiger won his 4th green jacket. That's all for sports. Chile and Tyler, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but the first domino of that line has certainly fallen.
Well, we need to find a way to bring Tiger's score up stat within the next 24 hours.
That's right.
Hey, Seth, when we come back, Cora with your wake-up weather.
Hi, my name is Sadie Miller.
My name is Luke Brady. I go by St. Luke.
So this one I started with this guitar lick.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
It'll be 38 degrees when you wake up tomorrow and partly sunny. And I mean, speaking of all this sun, it's perfect ice cream weather. I mean, I caught some earlier today with our Juice and Java host, Sarah Russo. It was a perfect day for that, just to kick off this sunny weekend. That's all I have for you guys today.
That's all the news for this Thursday. I'm Tyler O'Neill.
I'm Chilekasi, Adele. For more of the latest, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at CitrusTV News. Now for Joe, Cora, and the entire CitrusTV News team, good night.